St. John the Philosopher here. Sound of Freedom has had quite the journey to the cinema. The film was finished some 5 years ago or so and was set to release under Fox, but when Disney purchased Fox and its entire library of work, the House of Mouse seemed happy to shelve it, showing no signs of ever wanting it to see the light of day. Understanding how important it was to get it into theaters, the creators crowdfunded the $5 million necessary to secure the rights and distribute it themselves. Purportedly costing about $15 million to film, and with virtually zero marketing, it released on the 4th of July and won the box office take, even though it was up against Disney's massive would-be blockbuster, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which, by contrast, had a reported budget just under $300 million with the entire Disney marketing machine behind it. Not only did Sound of Freedom excel at the tough job in the money-making department, but it did a great job navigating the inherent difficulties in making a movie around such a heavy topic as human trafficking. That isn't to say we haven't already seen movies that did it before. Films like Glory and Amistad were equally shrouded in the gloomy realities of its subject matter, the constraints of historical accuracy, since they were based on real events and real people, as well as the ever-present task of making it all entertaining without being exploitative. Well, I finally got out to see Sound of Freedom the other day, and it was definitely up to the challenge. Centered around the real-life story of Tim Ballard, the founder of the anti-sex trafficking charity Operation Underground Railroad, Sound of Freedom managed to make me angry, make me well up with tears, and make me proud to know that there are people out there willing to walk into the dark places of the world to rescue the powerless. Even beyond the box office, Sound of Freedom is making other kinds of waves. A torrent of criticism has erupted from the access media about this movie, and it can't help but make you wonder why they're so upset. Is it too male? Beyond a few small scenes with Mira Sorvino as Tim's wife, the female villain, and a couple of notable child performers, all the dramatic heavy lifting is done by men. Is it not sufficiently or properly diverse? Given how the majority of the action takes place in Central America, we've got our fair share of brown people, but most of them are the bad guys, which is decidedly not up to DEI standards. Could it be us? The most vocal fans of this and other Angel Studios productions tend to be Bible-clinging deplorables after all. We can't put it past leftist reactionaries to declare their hatred for something simply because we like it. All of those are plausible, but I have another thought. Maybe the problem is it hits too close to home. First, consider the type of criticisms they're lodging against a movie that highlights the very real and very horrific problem of exploited children.
We know trafficking is real. We know it has real victims. No one is denying that. But these films are created out of moral panics. They're created out of bogus statistics. They're created out of fear. And with something like Sound of Freedom, it specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elites, and only people like Tim Ballard and only people like Jim Caviezel, and by extension, only people like the ticket buyer can help bring these trafficking rings down. So there's a very participatory element. You're not just going to see a movie, you're just killing 2 hours on a hot day. You are helping bring down these pedophile rings and save children. Now, it's not true, but it's a very comforting and it's a very warm feeling to have.
Sure, some of these disingenuous fear-mongering articles give a sideways nod to the righteousness of the cause, but their focus on dismissing and discrediting the messenger betrays their real agenda. Consider also that these are the same people that quietly accepted the depravity of Harvey Weinstein, so long as he delivered the starring roles in box office hits.
I just want to thank my agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein.
Remember that the voices currently downplaying the greater issue at hand of endangered children are the same voices that cheered for the disgraced movie director Roman Polanski.
The Oscar goes to Roman Polanski for The Pianist. The Academy congratulates Roman Polanski and accepts this award on his behalf.
Was not charged. I know it wasn't rape. There is a
statutory.
child molest, maybe. I'm not sure
it
what
was
child
something.
molest.
It was something else, but I don't believe it was rape.
We don't even have to go back over Disney's not-so-secret agenda aimed directly at the vulnerable minds of young children. As far as I'm concerned, they're mad at this movie because creatures of darkness hate the light. They rage because their culture of death and depravity is being legitimately threatened for the first time in a long while. They don't like that this movie can and will inspire more to contribute to the fight. They hear the sound of freedom and their ears are bleeding. Well, good. God's children are not for sale. Have you seen Sound of Freedom? What did you think? And why do you suppose so many are coming out against it? Discuss in the comments. In the meantime, be sure to like, subscribe, and share for more videos just like this. That's all for today. Goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you in another video.